Okay, if you have decided that you are going to take the, we don't need your help. You decide you're going to take your engines apart. And you get them apart. These are what hold you up. It's a compression ring. It slips around the front, and you have a nipple right here. And these little things are stuck on there. And the back wasn't so hard. I did a video just pulling it off, but the front was a real bee to get off. And so there's no way I'm putting that back on. If there's any problems with the lights, once I get the lights all put in, that's just gonna be, oh man, too much to go through again. So what I did was take, on both sides of the motor, there's a little indentation at the bottom and a little indentation at the top. Of course, I just said that in reverse, but regardless. I took a drill very carefully with a bit, just a tad bit bigger than a BB, and I drilled it out, not all the way through. Then I took a smaller drill bit, smaller than the BB or ball bearing, and I drilled that through so the BB sits nice and flush in there. This isn't glued, it's just floated in. It almost fell out. And so originally I tried one with two. Because one of 3 of mine came off with no problem. The 2 backs and the left side, if you're facing the crest, came off no problem at all. But the right one came off. It broke one of these posts off and distorted it by me pulling on it. So again, there's no way I'm putting those back on. Anyhow, so put the little BB there, and on the inside, if you can see, I drilled a small little indentation about the size of the BB. Again, very careful. You don't want to go through this. And then I just click it on. It's nice and flush. It's not going to come off. On the back side, it's not going to work, because I didn't realize that until after I drilled the holes. But it's shaped differently. There's ribs on there, and it's not sitting flush up against here. So you just pull that off like the other one is. There's no ribs in there. So, but I'm not going to do anything, because this thing, because of the ribs, it sits very nicely, and it's not coming off either. You're going to have to do some serious play for this thing to fall apart. So if you decide to take it apart and you bust these little posts off, don't worry about it. Of course, this is what the rear one looks like. And on this one, I had to take a couple little washers to screw, because this thing comes in 2 pieces. I got a little rattle in there, so I got to get a couple more washers to get a better fit on there, but that's good for me for now. And I can take it apart easily with no problem at all. And I hope that helps anybody that wants to try and take it apart, because there's no way I'm putting these back on.